Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Pastry here at Newsline. With me, Sakshi Singh Litoria. Without wasting any much time, let's quickly take a look at our nostalgia nuggets of the week. Zendaya's decision to become a vegetarian traces back to a moment from her childhood that left a lasting emotional imprint on her. During a road trip with her father, she passed through a slaughterhouse and was struck by the disturbing sight of animals being herded toward an uncertain and likely grim fate. That memory, combined years later with the impact of watching PETA's documentary Glass Walls, shaped her belief that she could not, in good conscience, continue eating meat. What makes her journey especially relatable that it was motivated not by diet trends or a desire to fit into Hollywood's often rigid beauty idols, but by a simple, sincere concern for animals. Yet despite a strong ethical stance, Zendaya has always been refreshingly candid about the fact that she does not actually love vegetables, joking that being a vegetarian who is not fond of veggies makes the lifestyle a constant balancing act. Her diet, as a result, is less about meticulously crafted salads and more about practical, comforting meals she can rely on during her hectic schedule. Because she's almost always on the move, right? Traveling for filming, press tours, or events, she gravitates towards easy dishes like rice-based meals cooked with sautéed vegetables, olive oil, and lemon, or familiar comfort foods she grew up with. When she's swamped, she's not shy about ordering takeout, admitting that she does not always enjoy cooking or following recipes and often prefers convenience over elaborate preparation. Zendaya also does not pretend to follow a perfectly clean lifestyle. She loves treats like pancakes with Nutella, occasionally indulging in ice creams, and confesses that she is not much of a breakfast person at all. What grounds her approach is a sense of ease and realism. While she avoids meat out of compassion, she does not pressure herself to live up to idealized wellness standards or the expectation that celebrities must maintain disciplined, flawless diets all the time. She embraces movement, dance, and an active routine more than strict nutrition rules, trusting her body's natural rhythm rather than forcing it to extremes. In many ways, her vegetarianism reflects a broader philosophy here. Live according to your values, but make room for joy, comfort, and also imperfection. Zendaya's story speaks to anyone who has considered making an ethical shift in their eating habits but worries about doing it perfectly. She shows that it's possible to hold firm principles while also still being able to be human, flexible, honest, and at the same time balanced in their approach. Now it's time for our popcorn pick of the week. While you have time and Dhurandhar is still out there playing in theatres, do catch a view of it. Alright, so let me tell you more about it. Aditya Dhar's Dhurandhar arrives as a sprawling, muscular espionage drama that wears its ambition on its sleeves, unfurling across decades and borders with a confidence and scale that instantly set it apart from most of the mainstream Hindi thrillers of year 2025. The film plunges the viewer into a dense landscape of covert missions, political friction, hidden identities, and slow burn betrayals, all anchored by an ensemble cast that holds the narrative together even when it threatens to unravel under its own weight. Ranveer Singh delivers one of his most controlled performances to date, channeling a kind of internal quietness that makes his character's moral struggle far more compelling, while Akshay Khanna, brilliantly sharp and effortlessly intense, emerges as the film's stealth weapon, elevating every scene he occupies. He must be all over your social media feed as well. Supporting turns out from Sanjay Dutt, R. Madhavan, Arjun Rampal, contributing heft, giving the film a lived-in, almost gritty realism that marries well with Dhar's signature word building, where dimly lit rooms, encrypted messages, and shadowy cross-border dealings from a textured backdrop to the drama. Yet for all its craft and conviction, Dhurandhar is not immune to the pitfalls of its ambitions. At nearly 3.5 hours, it tests the audience's patience, especially in the meandering middle portions where the story juggles too many threads at once and loses some emotional momentum as well. Though individual moments are shining here, especially the intense confrontations and the detailed set pieces that feel both grand and grounded at the same time. The film sometimes struggles to maintain a consistent pace, occasionally bogging itself down in exposition or tangents that dilute its emotional core. Still, even with these shortcomings, Dhurandhar stands as a bold, atmospheric and thematically rich espionage drama that rewards viewers who are willing to immerse themselves fully in its labyrinth narrative. It is the kind of film that prioritizes mood, stakes, and world building over easy thrills, leaving behind the impression of a director unafraid to push boundaries and to have a cast fully committed to the journey. And with its closing moments clearly paving the way for a sequel, this chapter feels less like a standalone story and more like the opening movement of a larger, ambitious saga waiting to unfold and blast off. Now it's time for our entertainment wrap of the week, where we get you the most entertaining headlines from the nation and across the globe. Let's take a look. Akhanda 2 has finally been released. The Nandamuri Balakrishna starrer, which was postponed hours before its release on December 5th, is now in theatres. The first poster for Christopher Borgle's The Drama, starring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, is here. Fans are going gaga over it. Television star Rupal Tyagi marries Nomish Bhardwaj in an intimate ceremony in Mumbai, sharing heartfelt moments and stunning wedding photos on social media. Internet is abuzz with Akshay Khanna's entry scene from movie Dhurandhar on song Flipperacci. Fans say Ranveer may be the lead, but Akshay Khanna stole the show. Dhurandhar crosses 150 crore rupee mark in the first week of release. Aditya Dhar's film continued to remain unshakable at the box office. During his gig in Guwahati, American singer Post Malone took a moment to pay tribute to Zubeen Garg, who passed away earlier this year. Yash's upcoming film Toxic, a fairy tale for grown-ups, is all set to release next year in the month of March. It will clash with Ranveer Singh's Dhurandhar Part 2. Grammy-winning singer and songwriter Tyla made a memorable debut in Mumbai at the Indian Sneakers Festival. Opening her set with a warm Namaste Mumbai, Tyla charmed audiences instantly. Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner turn heads and silence breakup rumors as they made a rare joint red carpet appearance at the Marty Supreme premiere in LA. South Korean actor Park Seo confirms his return to film after a decade, while publicly denying allegations linked to an influencer's marriage. And last but not the least, for crispy chats of this week, we sat down with Team Single Papa. Yes, the name must be sounding very funny. The chat was equally very funny, but we got a lot of exclusive insights. Let's take a look. Hello everyone, speaking to this episode of Page 3 here at News 9 with me, Sakshi Singh Vitoria, is Team Single Papa, a very cute name. The Gehlots are here, the house is full. Prajakta, Aisha ji, Manoj ji, thank you so much for speaking to News 9.
Thank
Prajakta, in no particular order, let me begin with you.
Okay.
Because I have seen the episode and I loved it. I'm not going to reveal much about it because let's wait for the release.
Yeah.
And I loved your character because you are looking like somebody who we have been watching since your YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And the trajectory has been very beautiful.
Oh, thank
you. Tell me, how much of an effort did you actually put in this character?
I think a lot of the tools were kind of also, they also simplified it, because I remember doing my first look test and मैंने देखा, मैंने कहा ये सारे नए अलग टाइप के कपड़े, मैंने कभी ऐसे कपड़े नहीं पहने, एकदम छटैक, उसकी जीन्स पे लगे हुए हैं डायमंड्स, और always in these heels, these designer bags and these designer pieces of jewelry, और एकदम ऐसे colorful कपड़े. So that helped. Overall, just the way that she has been written, कि वो थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा feminine ज़्यादा है, वो more than anything that I've done before. Yeah. She's grown up in this very affluent house and her fiancé is even crazy rich. मतलब उसका life ही वो एकदम अलग है. So the way that the whole setup was also made, that also helps a lot. And ऐसे ड्रामे करने में तो आते हैं मजे. So it was fun.
Aisha ma'am, आपके character को whenever we watch in any of your projects, we instantly connect with you because एक तो थोड़ा सा रिलेटेबल भी लगता है कि इस तरीके से हमारे घर में आए दिन होता रहता है. मैं आपसे जानना चाहती हूँ, was there any scene that you played throughout the series that has actually happened with you in real life also?
No, I'm very little like the mothers that I play. Very little. There's very little of me in the character because I've not grown up in a very typically Indian middle class situation. I've not had a mother who's worried about khana. Like nobody in my family cooked. Everybody was working women, right? So it was my mom. Both my grandmothers didn't cook. My mother never cooked. They were all working women. So I've not grown up in this. So whatever I play has to be from observation. कि दूसरों के घरों में ये होता है, टिपिकल घर में ये होगा, यूपी में ऐसे बात करेंगे, पंजाब में एक माँ ऐसे बात करेगी. तो ये मेरा एक्टर का काम है. इट्स रियली नथिंग दैट आई हैव सीन और आई एक्चुअली डू.
That's really interesting. मनोज सर, मुझे देख के क्या लगता है मैं कहाँ की रहने वाली हूँ?
अरे
अच्छा, गढ़वाली है कि पंजाबी है?
पंजाबी है कि तो कश्मीरी लगती है.
लेकिन genuinely speaking, sir, whenever you are playing a character, it doesn't look like it must have been on the pen or paper, or you are just following the director's, the character that they have put down there through the pen. ऐसा लगता है सर कि आप हो वैसे ही. So कुछ scenes ऐसे हैं जो सर आप खुद ही improvise कर लेते हैं set पे. You are not putting much of the effort into it.
मुझे जो भी कैरेक्टर मिलता है मैं उसको अपने पास मतलब अपने आप को उसमें घुसेड़ देता हूँ. इन द सेंस के यू सी वो आप एज एन एक्टर जो भी कैरेक्टर होता है उसका कुछ ना कुछ झलक अपने अंदर होता है. Even when you are playing a negative character, even when you are a lech guy, you are playing a lech guy, or even a वो कहीं ना कहीं वो एलिमेंट हर इंसान के अंदर होता है. जस्ट उसके अंदर क्या होता है कि उसको आपको थोड़ा सा निकालना होता है. निकालना होता है वापस अपनी वो वाली औकात पे दिखाते हैं. सो ये जो पूरी चीजें हैं, थोड़े थोड़े कैरेक्टरिस्टिक के शराब के ढेके हैं, थोड़े वैसे हैं, शो ऑफ है, ये हम सबके अंदर हैं. वो ये ठीक है. अब हम लाइन ऑफ वर्क के हिसाब से या अपनी एजुकेशन के हिसाब से या अपनी अपने जो हमारा लाइफस्टाइल बन गया, स्टैंडर्ड बन गया, या थोड़ी पढ़ाई लिखाई कह लो, तो इसलिए जो है वो उसको मैं उस तरह के कंफर्ट में लाता हूँ. तो इसलिए वो थोड़ा सा क्या होता है मेरे लिए भी करने में थोड़ा नेचुरल रहता है और लोगों को भी लगता है कि अरे हाँ शायद ऐसे ही है ये. यू नो इट बिकम्स थोड़ा रिलेटेबल हो जाता है. अदरवाइज वो एक कैरेक्टर आपने बना दिया जो चलता है ऐसे
नहीं ओवर थिंकिंग करके,
उसकी
हाँ.
बड़ी मूंछ है या वो इसी के अंदर को ढूंढ ढांड के.
That's really interesting. Prajakta, your relation and sir recently तो Netflix के साथ मतलब आप छाए हुए हैं हर जगह. You are literally everywhere. And Prajakta, you are also very, you know, Netflix is very close to your heart, of course. We have seen your transition. Mostly saying, we all know it's a household name for all of us in my generation specifically. And you are racing at our OTT screens as well. I want to understand from you, when you look back at Prajakta Kohli back from couple of years, what kind of transition do you see in yourself?
Personally, there is so much. I mean, honestly, I've also grown older. I was 21 when I started making content. I was very young. I was oversharing on the internet for a living, which I loved. I came from a job where I wasn't allowed to do much. कि हर चीज़ पे मुझे लगता था ये अच्छा नहीं इसको चेंज करो, वो अच्छा नहीं इसको चेंज करो. तो पहले 1-2 साल तो खुन्नस में ही मैंने निकाल दिया कि मुझे जो करना है मैं करूँगी, मुझे कोई टोकने वाला नहीं है. तो मज़े में निकल गए. As I've grown, I think I've दोनों है, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव है. नेगेटिव ये है कि आई रियली मिस हाउ अनहिंज्ड एंड uninhibited I was. कि I would take the leap first and then think. समझ कम थी तो उतना ज़्यादा डर भी नहीं लगता था, फ़र्क भी नहीं पड़ता था, समझ आती भी नहीं थी बातें. Now I'm a little more guarded. I'm a little more cautious about a lot of things. I really wish I could shake that up a little bit, but a lot has changed. I mean, life has honestly been extremely gracious, and what has changed the most is that I love that I get to be an actor. I've always loved acting. I used to do theatre when I was younger. उसके बाद radio and then YouTube के time पे नहीं हुआ वो. Then I picked up theatre again last year, but acting happened even before that. So I'm very happy that I get to be on a set.
That's really cute. Ma'am, single papa के बारे में Indian context में people don't talk much about this topic. So this is coming with a very strong message also and a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
Because as much as I've seen so far, I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's really nice.
I want to understand from you why bringing this topic now in year 2025 is very late yet still relevant.
It's relevant because I think the idea of parenting is changing. A lot of couples are not looking at कि मेरा life goal है कि 25 में शादी करनी है, 27 में बच्चा करना है, इतने दिन में. There's no common life goal. एक ज़माने में I think my parents' generation, even I was the guinea pig generation. I think I was in between both of this generation and my mom and dad, where I was kind of still in a way traditional thinking, but yet not being forced to follow any of it because my parents were extremely open-minded. But I think now it's important because having a child doesn't need to come with the trappings of societal norms. Having a baby is a separate existence. So as a single mom, if you tomorrow want to, like
Sushmita Sen, I think, paved the way for a lot of this, and I think nobody
really talked about it. But as a single woman, a heroine in Bollywood, maybe from, see, she's my generation, just got up one day and adopted two beautiful girls, and she's been a mother to them. And you're like, that's amazing. Who does that? Who did that then? So I'm saying now we're talking about it not only from a female perspective, but also from a male perspective, that if there is a man and he just wants to be a dad, that's his aim, that's his passion. And why shouldn't he be able to do it? Maybe he doesn't take the regular route and he takes another route, but this is just as valid as the regular route. So I think it's important to talk about it. Because I'm saying our idea of our idea of our life trajectory changes, right? कि 25 में शादी करनी है, 27 में बच्चा करना है. And our parents always did that because it was expected of them. You could not be a couple, you could not be married in a world where you decided not to have children. You were judged, you were ostracized, you were laughed about. अभी भी, as we were saying, कि कोई मिलता है couple से और कहता है, अच्छा जी तो when are you having children? And I'm like, it's actually nobody's business in one way. Secondly, अगर कोई single बंदा कहता है कि you know what, in my life I don't feel the lack of a partner, maybe I didn't find the right person, but I'm still motherly, I'm still fatherly. Why shouldn't you be able to fulfill that? And I think this shows that yes, you can fulfill so many different things, but maybe not just the regular way. So coming back to say Sushmita Sen, who is in my age category and just got up and she said, okay, I don't have a partner at this point, I'm not getting married, but I really want to be a mother and this is what I choose. And hats off to her. There are not that many people who are brave enough to do that. So I think this is kind of channeling the same direction.
Also the way that Kunal has played this. I know that when you see it on paper or बिना देखे आपके दिमाग में आएगा कि ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, ऐसा कैसे होता है, but it's so convincingly told the story, and Kunal has done such a fabulous job with it. You must.
It'll like, I think the first 3 episodes are more than the setup, and then it'll lift off after. Yeah.
In fact, in B-Town, we have many such examples now. We have Karan Johar, Tushar Kapoor becoming single dads.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's a very correct point. I didn't think about that till now. अभी तक नहीं सोचा हमने. Yeah, that's a very valid point. Yes.
Sir, आपने इतनी सारी फिल्में की है and many different genres also that you have played. If I could ask you, is there still any character, any genre that you would love to play?
Yes, of course. अभी ऐसे नहीं होता कि कुछ भी genre तो बहुत बड़ा चीज हो गया यार. हमारे as a human being, as a normal person ही इतने शेड है ना, इतने शेड हैं कि मतलब आप बाप का ही रोल करते रहे तो बाप भी मतलब खत्म नहीं होंगे. You know, there is, और उसका मजा आता है कि हल्के हल्के कुछ लाउड एंड ब्रॉड वे में तो बहुत कर लेते हैं. ये अरिस्टोक्रेट बाप, ये बड़ा फ्रेंडली बाप, हैप्पी गो लकी बाप है ना,
हैप्पी हो जाइए.
हाँ, मतलब अभी फाइनल शेड्स के लिए तो मतलब अभी उस तरह का काम उसकी तलाश है रियली.
And I think वो कभी खत्म नहीं होगी. नहीं होगी. As an actor, there's no way that you played everything.
इस वाले ऑरेंज में अगर थोड़ा सा वो
ब्लू मिला दे
तो कैसा रहेगा? होते ही नहीं है. अभी मैं एक फिल्म में कर रहा था एक ऐसे नेगेटिव कैरेक्टर, तो मैं उस थोड़ा सा, अरे सर ये तो सीरियल किलर टाइप का ये हुआ, तो मैंने कहा मैंने जितनी अपनी रिसर्च की है बड़े नॉर्मल होते भाई, हंसते खाते खेलते पीते. तू क्या चाह रहा है कि मतलब मैं जो है नॉर्मल अपनी फैमिली के अंदर भी जब बैठा हूँ तब भी अपनी बेटी को भी साइको क्लियर मैंने कहा फिर मैं उसको डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज दिखाई जो मैंने रिसर्च के दौरान. मैंने कहा देख सारी डॉक्यूमेंट्री, 40 साल तक बच्चों को पता नहीं चला कि he was the BTS killer.
Yeah.
You know,
and they were all
so
very
they behave
charming.
So normally. So how? So I as an actor wonders कि कैसे होता होगा यार, क्योंकि वो नॉर्मल तो कर रहा है, बट वो चीज है उसके अंदर.
Yeah.
आज शाम को उसने जाना है किसी को स्ट्रैंगुलेट करके, उसको मार के, रेप करके, उसकी बॉडी को रैप करके, जो उसका मोडस ऑफ ऑपरेंडी है. तो ये कैसा होगा? It's still there are hundreds and thousands of things which as an actor I mean इस जन्म में मिल जाए तो वो तो it's a never ending search, it's a never ending quest, never ending thing कि नहीं भाई एक बार में मार्लन ब्रांडो वाला गॉडफादर
बस खत्म हो
जाए. ऐसा नहीं, you are always like भूख.
That's really interesting, sir. Very interesting perspective that I come across. Prajakta, the bonhomie that I am looking at between you and
The what?
Kunal. Bonhomie. आपका जो connection एक मैं देख रही हूँ.
I don't know.
Partnership जो मैं
Okay,
देख रही हूँ
okay.
आपके and
How
Kunal
do you
के
say
as
that
brother.
word?
Bonhomie.
Bonhomie?
B-O-N-H-O-M-I-E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's new.
That's a new word for us.
For us, yeah, for
नहीं
us.
सर
Thank you,
हम
thank
न्यूज वाले एंकर है ना सर तो
हाँ,
हम हमने वो चलता रहता है
Bonhomie is partnership.
या मतलब
Okay.
kind of
Camaraderie.
yeah.
Okay.
So the bonhomie that I am witnessing between you and Kunal as a brother and sister, naturally कितना है वो on set पे? Are you guys comfortable with each other, cracking jokes at each
So
other?
it started very awkward because I've been a huge Kunal Khemu fan I mean all of us.
We all are, oh
We've
my God,
been
yeah.
huge fans of him for a very long time. I remember having a very awkward couple of meetings with him na. Otherwise, London में एक बार हम friends सारे मिले थे तब I ended up meeting him. Then at another event I met him और दोनों बारी मैंने अपनी बहुत बेइज्जती करा ली थी उसके सामने because मैं under confident होके ना over deliver करने गई और मैंने बहुत stupid चीज़ें बोली. So as excited as I was that I'll be working with him, मैं बहुत डरी हुई थी. मैं अपने आप को ये बताती थी कि कुछ मत बोल क्योंकि मैं बहुत nervous हो जाती थी every time Kunal was there on set. 2-3 दिन उसके बाद he is so extremely warm. हंसी मजाक उसके साथ like when you start talking it's a lot of fun. He's very very chill. You can talk to him about anything. He's very aware about a lot of things. तो उसमें बड़े मजे आए. And then धीरे करके now I think it's just हंसी मजाक. It's all chill only. अभी तो वो हो गया है. And I'm very glad that friendship has happened. It started quite awkward though.
And it looked very natural on screen.
Yeah,
and on
yeah.
that note, because I've got my cue, sir, unfortunately I've run out of time on the conversation. I would request all three of you in your andaz, in Gehlot Parivar ke andaz mein, how would you request people to tune into Netflix and watch Single Papa and why they should be watching it?
Hello everybody. मेरा नाम है नम्रता गहलोत.
मैं हूँ पूनम गहलोत.
मेरा नाम है
जतिन.
जतिन गहलोत.
और मेरा बेटा गौरव अभी यहाँ है नहीं. हाँ.
लेकिन
12 दिसंबर से
हमारा एक शो आ रहा है नेटफ्लिक्स पे
सिंगल पापा.
सिंगल पापा.
हाँ.
और हमारा फैमिली बिजनेस है ठेकोगा. तो अगर आप सिंगल पापा देख के हमें अपने नेटफ्लिक्स ऐप पे दिखाते हैं तो आपको मेरे पापा की तरफ से 25% ऑफ.
हाँ. देखना ना भूलिए.
Single Papa.
12 दिसंबर.
Only on Netflix.
Only on Netflix.
And with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much for
Thank
speaking
you
to
so
me.
much. Thank you.
And that's all we have to pack it up on the show as of now. Do stay tuned to News 9. We will be getting you other entertaining Page 3 episode next weekend. Till then, take care. Ciao.